This room.
There's a lot of pink.
While we were on the break, all of us, meaning including our guests, were talking about Tyler, which means that the room is how do I say? There's so much power. There's so much joy. There's so much pinkness. There's so much aspiration. All that in the room, right? And we have a guest in studio. Her name is Charity Gaya. Am I right? Yes. Charity Gaya is a software engineer, SRE monitoring and observability, QA, system architecture, techno product manager, project NIQ, engineering, algorithm, authenticity for the Silicon Savannah. I mean, guys. And that is a chick who is sat in studio with us for the Pink Club. I don't think I did that justice. So as we say good afternoon to you, could you please introduce yourself in a better way?
Oh, wow. But like, who are you?
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
My name is Charity Gaya, like you said. LinkedIn has a lot of fluff. So you have to add every little thing that you know how to do. Yeah. So if you know how to wake up on your left leg, wakes up on my left leg. So just
all the career flex goes there.
Everything is like a digital resume, right?
Yeah.
But if I was to talk about myself in simpler terms, I would say that I am a system whisperer.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So most people fear the darkness of a system crash. I'm the one who builds the lights. So as an SRE, which is my current role in observability engineering, I thrive where high-stake fintech meets deep system intuition.
Okay.
So my toolkit isn't just SRE, dashboards, engineering. It's also built on a gritty foundation of software engineering, like you mentioned. I've done mobile app development, and I've also done a lot of backend systems. So currently, I'm weaving reliability into the fabric of Paystack, where I currently work, ensuring that the Africa's biggest payment engine never misses a beat.
Okay.
Yes.
So you develop systems, apps,
At least I've had the software engineering part.
Okay.
There's that about fintech. Wow, it's so beautiful. We always start with a question. Let me ask you this first before we continue. What's your pink? Like, what's that one bright thing that happened to you this week?
Yes.
What's that one thing that has happened to you today?
Yeah, I'll just go back to our offline conversation where we were saying pink doesn't usually have to be soft and quiet. But my pink is actually a pair of boxing gloves.
Okay.
I've recently started training and it's becoming my ultimate stress release. I've had a way to throw some hard things in. End of last year, lost my youngest brother. So boxing has taught me how to move, how to breathe, and how to hit back. Okay. So now I'm left with the choice of how to intuitively choose what life throws at me.
Okay.
So that is my pink this week and my pink always.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
That's very beautiful. And you're actually in pink.
I'm in pink.
And your car keys are in a pink key holder.
Yes! I was like, they have
that
to
is
know
so
going
beautiful.
to the pink perspective.
Yeah, and they made it to the pink perspective.
Yes.
Can you move ahead a bit so that you're close to your microphone?
Yes.
Okay.
That's great.
Do I start?
Yes, sure.
So, Charity, you describe yourself as someone who builds the lights, quote unquote,
Yes.
when systems crash.
Yes.
So where did that mindset come from? Where did you start?
And what does that mean in
what
layman
does
language?
that actually mean?
Yes, I'll try to be very simple. You know, most people only notice when technology fails. When you're trying to make a payment, when your app freezes, they fear the system crash, like it's the end of the world. But I've always been different. I'm the one who stays to build the lights. So this means that I give systems a voice.
Okay.
I don't just like build dashboards, but I tell when a system is about to hurt before it breaks. So think of signals. So maybe you're running a mobile app for makeup, right? And you have clients complaining, oh, I cannot access the app, I cannot log in, that's why I come in. Before your client complains that they cannot log in, we have signals that measure the system health. So if any engineers are listening, they know the 4 golden signals. So errors, throughput, latency, and traffic. So latency basically is like the delay. So login is delaying, payment is crashing on your app. So we set those metrics and we alert you. So as a business owner, as a system owner, you know that my system is complaining on the login because maybe lack of resources. You don't have enough volume to take more people or more volumes of people logging into your app. So I give systems a voice and they talk to me when they're hurting before they break.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that.
You give systems of voice. I'm mesmerized.
Yes.
I'm mesmerized. You know, sometimes when we use our phones or all these gadgets or systems, we never really think about the person behind.
Not at all.
You know, we just go about our businesses and think, oh, this is a portal that I'm just supposed to log in and give my feedback or log in and make my payment. But we don't really think, okay, so what if I'm not able to do that?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So there's a signal that is sent to you.
Yes.
Wow.
So there's a signal.
Pleasure to meet you.
Awesome. So scalability, reliability are two of the most important things when building a system. And site reliability engineers or observability engineers as well try to keep the lights on for systems.
Okay.
Yes. So it's this unsexy part of tech and I just bring some sexy to it.
Yeah. That's interesting. So tell us about yourself. Like, was tech always the plan? Did your journey begin with into engineering, happen by accident, or how did you get into this?
Into tech.
Yes, into engineering.
Interesting. I always tell this story and I laugh because growing up, I grew up with more brothers than sisters. So a lot of the toys and tools in the house were mostly like very male-centered, and we had this. My dad had gotten this tiny monitor, very old keyboard in the house, and I used to play Super Mario a lot. Okay, so you can tell my age. Yeah, I used to play this game called Super Mario, so I gained interest in it, and like I like to say, like instead of just what's on the surface, what I'm playing, I got more curious, like, how did this come to be? How did they build Super Mario? And at a young age, I knew I liked maths, I liked data, I loved numbers, I loved logic and how things come together and make sense. So I would say that's where I started. I actually worked in a cyber cafe. Yeah.
No, I respect those people. Continue. Sisi wazazi wa CBC tunajua.
Yeah, so after my high school, I worked in a cyber cafe. So that's how tech started shaping for me. So I used to just do flyers for people in church, business cards. And then I met one gentleman who knew about a school that was just teaching women in tech, just software engineering and advanced subjects around that. So that's how I started my journey. Went to school, AkiraChix, to do software engineering and the advanced elective subjects, and then ventured into the field. I started off as a Kotlin developer, as a mobile app developer, and as someone who's very lively, I get bored and I like to challenge myself. I'm learning to change that a bit to be a bit more stable. So I was like, mobile app dev, okay, I've built the app. Can I test the app? So I'll explain to you my profile on LinkedIn as you read it. So I built the app. I was like, can I test the app? Then that's now quality assurance, manual testing, automated testing. And I was like, okay, this app is on Play Store and people are using it and we are getting lags. People are saying, so I'm like, what could be the issue then? What are the resources that go on the app? Now that's the DevOps and observability part. So we add the CPU, we add the memory, we know how many nodes the app needs. And then now the technical product management. In my past engagements with other companies, I've been able to manage small teams of mobile app developers, which was my initial profession. And also I've consulted for the United Nations under UNICC, so United Nations International Computing Center, as an observability engineer, systems engineer. So just bringing them up in terms of leaving the old ways of monitoring system to the new ways now, which is observability. So I could go on and on, but that has technically been my journey. of tech since when I started at a cyber cafe. That young girl playing Super Mario, getting this opportunity, scholarship to go to school, and then just
that. And we have to big up AkiraChix for raising girls like you and giving them an opportunity.
Yeah,
definitely our pink applause goes to them because that's why we have this pink club. Acknowledging such initiatives that are empowering women in one way or another.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And Becky and I we keep saying wow. Wow. So, do you remember your first wow when you were like, oh my God, I'm actually really good at this? Yeah. Do you remember your first wow?
I do remember my first wow. And I love to tell the story because we were in class, our last semester, and we were just about to graduate. So we had a target of applying for jobs, like 100 jobs a day. Like the program is like an army program, but for tech. It's crazy, but we are here. We made it, so you can. But so anyway, going back to the story, once.
I had asked you your first wow.
Oh, yeah. So we were in class, we were applying for jobs, and then my first wow was when I got a response from one of the jobs I applied to. We all shouted in class. You know how campus is. And to be fair, we all did the interview. I can say that now because I'm past that. And I got my first job that paid me 60K.
Hey,
shillings.
Your first job. Hey.
Yes. Oh my God, I was such a baller.
Yeah.
I went back home. I was like, Mom, Dad, we can't live here anymore.
We cannot.
No.
We can afford better.
Yeah. I cannot share a bedroom anymore. My standards changed immediately. So that was my first wow in how the work or the school or the job that I was going to directly impact my livelihood and change my life and that of my family. So that was a big wow, and I carry it with me always.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Charity.
Yes.
Now this is an amateur question, but whenever we have that thing where you pay now or tap to pay or something like that, and it works instantly. What's happening behind the scenes that most of us never think about?
A lot is happening behind the scenes. So you mean like tap to pay or like Apple Pay?
Such things. What's the tech behind it?
The tech behind it, how will I explain this? Right? So think of it, I like giving analogies, right? Think of it as water is coming out of a pipe, and then you're asking me, how does this water reach me when it comes out of a pipe? So the tech behind it is that there's a pipe that is built, right? And then in that pipe, there's different things. There's a database, there's the skeleton, the infrastructure, and the app itself that you're using, right? So the database, think of it as that it stores. So a database stores, and then the pipeline communicates. It's a channel. So whatever data is stored, so you're a user in a system. You're calling a system, I want to pay 300 through my Apple Pay to this company. Then you call whatever is stored in the database. It goes through the pipeline, through the pipeline channel, and then the infrastructure, of course, is the foundation. That's where I work. So that's where we build the resources, we build the AWS storage, so if you're storing on the cloud, so that's why we build everything, and then it goes to the user interface, which is now what you see. And I've not deeply dived into the back end, but that sort of gives a perspective.
And that is happening in seconds, or because obviously tapping.
Yes.
Wow.
So there's a standard. Usually for how fast it should respond. I know the industry standard is 4 seconds. I could be wrong. Maybe I need to update that. But that time is what we call latency. So when a company promises you that they're reliable and they're available, so let's say they have 99.99 availability, it means that any time you're trying to now pay, they should be available 99.99% of the time. So I'm there to make sure of that too. Aside from giving the system the voice, I'm also there to make sure the system is reliable. And whatever we promise to our users, for instance, you, which now brings me to a conversation of an SLA, so service level agreement, that will always be up 99.99% of the time. So 4 nines. So there's a lot that goes into the back, but they just think of it as a water just running through the pipe and then coming out and receiving the water.
Wow. Quite technical. So Charity, when we talk about fintech, like financial technology, what is it like in Africa compared to other regions? I'd take it maybe in Africa, maybe Kenya.
Yes.
Once you do Africa, just take it down to Kenya.
Yes.
In a few minutes.
I think fintech is the most ambitious part of Africa. I mean, we have very many currencies. Think of it. We have very many countries, and you always sit back and you're able to send money to someone that is not in the same country as you. Now, let's go back to a trader. You are a merchant. You're selling your goods online, and you want for people to be able to pay you online by selling your goods. So Africa has a great potential, which it's actually realizing in fintech. Personally, like the fintech I work for is one of the best and biggest in Africa. So one of our missions and visions is to power the African ambition. We are no longer striving for food, shelter. We are now saying we also want self-driven cars. We also want convenience. We can also pay for convenience. So I feel like, to answer your question in one statement, African fintech is very ambitious, and it's headed towards more and more ambition than we could realize. Yes.
Uptake in Kenya?
Uptake in Kenya is great. I saw data, I think 2 weeks ago on Instagram, saying that Kenya is the most funded country in terms of startups in Africa. So we surpassed Nigeria a bit. And that shows you with the types of pay stack having being domesticated in Kenya, domiciled, not domesticated, domiciled in Kenya as well, Paystack Kenya, big fintech. We have other competitors, and I can say that we are actually building for the future. We are not only thinking now, we are thinking stable coins, we are thinking forex, we are thinking crypto, we are thinking peer-to-peer money sending. Like you can pay through my own card. So if I add you as a beneficiary the same way you do on your medical insurance, then you can't spend my money. So I could tell you, like, fintech is getting deeper and deeper, but also it's spreading horizontally.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm looking at a report that was released by KPMG on global AI in financial reports. Of course, we can't talk about this without touching on AI.
For sure.
Yeah. So there's something to say, like in April 2024. KPMG International conducted a study among 1,800 companies spread across 10 major economies. And found that almost 3/4 were already using AI to some degree in their financial reporting processes. With virtually 100% expecting to do so within the next 3 years. What is the place of AI in fintech, and do you think that it has come to elevate your work? Like what you're doing, is it elevating it in any way?
I would say in fintech, artificial intelligence is there just to enhance, right? But I want to get deeper into what I do and what AI plays a role in, right? So for observability engineers or SREs, we do something called root cause analysis. So faster issue detection. So what I was telling you before, our clients find out that, the app is crashing. The system finds out first and alerts us. So there's something in SRE called, or observability called, MTTA, which is mean time to acknowledge, MTTR, mean time to resolve. And then it sits in between MTTD, mean time to detect. What AI personally has made my job more productive is on these 3 aspects. So in terms of when a system is crashing, I need to find out really quickly. I don't need to go to dashboards that don't have data that tell me something. So now we build data-centered dashboards that actually tell a story. So we have big volumes during Black Friday season, for example, as a payment company, then we need to ramp up our resources and be like, we need more CPU nodes. So it informs us more,
like your actions around
prevention, detection, and resolve.
Wow.
So that's how AI has played a big role in the work that I do. In terms of fintech, I think generally, like any other field, AI is there to stay, and we need to embrace it and help us. Because anyway, it's artificial intelligence. We are the ones who make it intelligent. So we shouldn't be scared of it.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
True. Now, in your everyday life, obviously you wake up, you go to work for the money, because
for sure,
yeah. But how does your work directly impact small businesses and everyday hustlers? In Kenya, how do people interact with your work without even knowing? Actually,
without knowing, that's a good question. So the merchants that we have in Kenya enjoy a reliable system. So that system staying reliable is how I help merchants be able to collect their money in good time. System is up, they're able to plug in and use, for example, any fintech, but in this case, Paystack, easily and efficiently, right? So that's one way. The other way, how my work impacts other people aside from who are our direct customers, I am a mentor. I lead also an alumni class as the chairperson. So what we aim to do every other year, and this time we are taking 2 years, is to give back. There's a word we use, hand up. We don't use give back, but you get the. So we give back. So we've done initiatives where we've been able to buy generators for school, supporting that. So for women in tech, be their mentors, so there's the work side, and then there's the personal side where I use my skills to even bring in more people into the field.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
Tech spaces can be intimidating. I mean, I know even for women, like we are here and we, listening to the big jargon is already a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
But what's your experience like? What has it been like for you navigating that space? You say it so simply in pink, but tell me, how has it been?
I would say that despite like a lot of maybe in the past, the imbalance in the tech space, men have been my greatest allies. So I don't look at them as, I'm scared, but I look at them as collaborators, women as well. So the world of tech is moving away from, we want more women, we want more men, because also AI is not gender-based, but also in terms of just my approach towards life, I don't approach any space as I'm intimidated. It's a little scary at first. Of course, your first day at job, you have to be like at your job, a bit shaky, but I look to ask questions to learn more. And when you seek that type of guidance and support, I've only found positive reinforcement, positive drive. This is not to say that other people have not had bad experiences or like intimidating experiences, but just to speak to who I am and how I approach or have approached tech in general.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really nice.
Okay. Well, I don't know what your last words would be, but as you give me those words, I'm going to ask you, do you feel pressure being visible in those spaces, or do you just embrace it?
Yes, I love that, because I was going to say that because, I do the unsexy part of tech, but also my personality is very sanguine, very out there.
Very bubbly.
Very bubbly.
Oh, you should meet her in person, listener.
So
she's very bubbly.
For me, having that balance and some of my personality traits actually help in my work. I'm very intuitive. I have a lot of situational awareness. So in my real life, because I'm a very social person, I'm warm, I know how to sort of gauge how people are feeling, what they're going to do. And that intuition helps in my daily job. So not only coding, so there's also intuition. And I struggled to be seen in my first years, because it's now 6+ years, because I thought I wouldn't be taken seriously. Because, there's always that play for women. Like, if you're very vibrant, very playful, very magnetic, it's like, how are you also an engineer? How are you also having this under the hood type of technical role? So I would say that has created a very good balance. And I thank God also, because I've been able to work for companies that embrace culture as well. They let you thrive into who you are, spawn, and just as long as the work is done, I always say that you can be who you want to be. Yes.
As long as the work is done,
you can be who you want to be.
You want to be? Okay.
Yes.
Charity, your closing remarks maybe encourage some women into tech and all that. As
young women, especially now that you're a mentor.
Yes. I love to say this to girls. We can do hard things. Literally, we can do hard things. I got into the gritties of Python backend, very dirty, very technical, and still look pretty. So my final word to that girl betting on herself is, don't just aim to be in the room, aim to be the one who knows how to keep the lights on. I broke the box, I kept the keys, I bet you can too. And the vibe is, as always, highly reliable.
Aww.
Yes.
You heard it here on The Big Perspective.